When we first met up, we had the educational concept that we wanted to work from, and from there we came up with ideas for a game, and working with those ideas, I then built a working prototype so that we could see it in action and build more from there.
Game Over Gopher was a lot of fun. It was sort of a crazy idea, but it's also, in my opinion, one of our most fun games to play. So I was really happy to be a part of that. I got to create a lot of different art. A lot of it didn't make it into the game because it was kind of placeholder art and stuff, but then some of it did make it. The laser cannon was one of my favorite animations, just kind of making really cool but goofy, humorous weapons for that game was pretty exciting.
My favorite part of the design process was the earlier stages when I was building the prototype and could see our ideas come to life and see which components worked and which didn't work, and really make a lot of progress in a short amount of time.
Plants vs. Zombie was a big influence for us, just the sort of silly, nonsensical humor as well as the strategic defense of your home base, I guess, which is your carrot in this game.
Well, we had many different ideas for Game Over Gopher. We decided to go with the tower defense game because it seemed to really lend itself to coordinate pairs.
It kind of gave us a good grid platform for us to explore the educational X and Y axis aspects. That was the primary reason we were developing this game.
I really learned to be patient because it can be a long process, and a lot of times you come up with ideas that you think are great, but they end up not working very well, and you have to make some changes.
As an educational game developer, I've learned that pre-production is extremely important. I think the planning is definitely one of the most important steps in the process. In the past, we've worked on some projects where we kind of just dove into it and then realized that all of our work was going to get kind of just trashed because it wasn't working well with our original goals. So sometimes I think it's a good idea to spend more time in the planning phase and do stuff with rough art, rough script, whatever it takes to kind of just get the idea out, and then you can move on to the more finalized art and animation stuff.
As a programmer, it was a lot of work, but also a lot of fun making some of these tools that you use to feed the gophers with, such as the corn silo and the wheatgrass blaster. Although they were difficult to program, it was really fun seeing them in action and seeing the kids using them while playing the game.
Game Over Gopher is one of my favorite of the games that we've developed because it not only teaches the math skills, but it feels like a real game. I mean, it is a real game, and it's fun to play. You don't feel like you're sitting in a classroom learning math. So I think it's really one of the most successful of our games because that's the whole point of what we're trying to do, is make games that kids will enjoy playing, but they'll also learn and take something away from it.